lot a bit tighter, just so you can see it better. Pull it till if it's for the legs, I cut 3 foot off the thin end. You can buy these leaders, a little bit special, and you can get them at Trout Watch, the floating tapered leaders. They've got chambers in them, which helps them float. Turnover, I would not fish dries without them. The amount of times I sort of sit in the boat with people and they'll be fishing dries and all you can hear is as they lift the flies up. With this you don't get it. So what you do is take your floating line, and I use a dubbing needle and just push it up the line, go through the centre of it. Doesn't work this system the way I'm doing it with monocores, so just push it up there. There you go, it's on. What I'm going to do is take a lighter and I'm just going to heat the very tip of that. And the reason I've done that, it will just seal it, so when I pull it back through, just leave it there for a second and then pull it. And then take my tapered leader. Now it's all about presentation, and a lot of it is down to a lot of people that complain that the tip of the floater goes down. Well, it will if you start adding loads of super glue, rubber sleeves, braided sleeves. So what I do is I keep it dead simple but strong. I take my tapered leader, take the thin end of the tapered leader, and I push it through the fly line. I'll just turn it around for the next bit. I then take it under the fly line and bring it back out that way. So it's just went round the back of it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to push the line back down the hole in reverse. So if I can get this in the right position. Now, this can be fiddly, but it's worth it once you've done it. It's a really neat, clean joint. That's it. It's come out there. Right, dead straightforward after this. Now you can see that loop there, the fly line comes through it. Right, and the reason being is it's built like a bit of a pulley system now. I'm going to keep a hold of the tag and I'm going to start pulling through the rest of the leader. Probably easier if I use that. That's it. So just put that there and start pulling it through. Now you're pulling the thin end through and you can feel it slowly getting tighter and tighter. Keep going. The reason that's jumping about is it's just because it's getting tight now. You can see by my hands jumping around a little bit. So keep pulling it through. Starting to get a bit on the tight side now, so I'm going to pull the bottom on, which is the butt section of it. Pulling that one. So I've got a good bit there now. Keep on pulling it through, pulling it through. Not far off it. Right. So I can now pull the rest of it through. So all we've done is we've just moved that. As you can see, the line's still going through that loop. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to use a bit of super glue here. I'll just pull that a bit tighter, just so you can see it better. Pull it till it's virtually closed. And you can see there, it's created a loop around it. What I'm going to do is super glue on over that. Doesn't matter which one you pull, and that's it. Now that is solid. It's not going anywhere. Absolutely solid. Give it a few seconds to dry. Now that is, it's a really neat joint. Like I say, it's not going nowhere. I've never been snapped on it. The amount of dries at our fish. So you just keep it like that. Just let the thing go off. If you're impatient like me, you end up rolling it with your fingers just to make sure. So then what I do is just take my scissors, go as tight up to the fly line as you can and snip that off. And take my super glue again, just put a little dab just on it again. I'll put just a little bit behind it. So you might have to sit for about, I don't know, 10-15 seconds, let that go off. Now I am putting a bit of tension, quite a bit of tension on there, and it's just keeping it nice and straight while it dries. And that is how I connect my tapered leader to my fly line. It's a lovely and smooth transition. It's a special leader. It is floatant, and it helps with the presentation. It helps with your turnover. It helps with your casting. So in my eyes, is it worth it? Definitely. I have one fish dries without it. So there you go. That's it. What a lovely nut. Nice and straight, nice transition. Can't get much better than that. And I've added virtually no weight. All I've added is buoyancy. So to quickly finish it off, what I then do is get the end of the line on 6.3, do an expanded, so that'll be about 6.5 foot. Just snip it off. I do it dead simple. Two turnover hand knot. 1, 2. Nip it and nip the knot because I want the knot to slip up to the loop. There you go. And a double needle. Nice and tight. Snip that off. And then again, just to make sure that everything's nice and solid, put a super glue on the knot. Does no harm at all. What people don't realise is super glue can be used to straighten things. So if I put tension on that, pull it and just leave it for a short while, it'll keep that knot. Sometimes when you do 2 turnover hand knot, it'll get a kink of it. If you do this, it doesn't get the kink. Just where that super glue is setting, give it a click and the access off. So there you go. That to me is a brilliant knot. Give it a bit of a roll on my fingers. There you go. So that is how I do it. Now, for all it's floating, I'll still, when I first use it, first put it on, I will put a bit of muslin on, just to make sure. I put it on here, and I put it on the first 3 to 4 foot of my line. And it's just purely because I'm used to doing it. But you will notice a difference with your casting, the noise you make, and everything. Give it a try. Best of luck.